It was a dark and stormy night.
In her attic bedroom, Margaret Murray, wrapped in an old patchwork quilt, sat at the foot of her bed, wide awake.
Meg trembled as she watched the clouds scuttle frantically across the sky.
She wasn't usually afraid of the weather.
It isn't just the weather. It's everything on top of the weather. My life is falling apart right now, and now the house is too. It's just perfect.
As the wind rattled the windows, Meg Murray composed a letter in her head.
Dear Dad, they say a hurricane is coming. If you were here, you'd tell me not to worry, but you're not here, so I'm worried. I wonder what the weather's like where you are. I wonder where you are. I wonder if you're even... Today was another crummy day, just like every day since you left. I got a D on my English test, and my teacher said,
Really, Meg? How can you be such a poor student with such brilliant parents?
and then I ran into that horrible Tommy Henderson on the way home from school, and he made a crack about Charles Wallace.
What's wrong with your little brother anyway? Why is he so stupid?
Which is why I had to give him a black eye, the big creep. And now I'm stuck in my bedroom on a dark and stormy night, and I'm all alone, and I miss you, Daddy. Please come home. Yours truly. How can anyone be asleep in this weather? And why isn't Charles Wallace up here keeping me company? He always seems to know when I'm awake and unhappy, so why? Okay, that's it.
I looked outside at my neck and something shared at school that morning.
Some tramp stole 12 sheets from Miss Bunkaby's clothesline yesterday. What if that tramp is out there? Then what if he has a knife? We live so far away from everybody, no one would be able to hear us scream.
Meg forced herself to think of something else.
I've been waiting for you.
Charles Wallace, why didn't you come up to the attic? I was scared stiff.
I knew you'd come down. I made you some cocoa. You're wondering how I know what you're thinking.
It's weird the way you read my mind.
I don't really. More like, I read your feelings. I can't explain it.
I just wish when people feel sorry for us, for you. I mean,
Don't worry about me. Drink your cocoa before it gets too cold.
why'd you make 2 cups?
I thought Mother would have liked some.
Might like some wine.
Little boy, Tommy Henderson is twice my size, Mom.
Well, his mother insisted the fight was your
It's
fault.
always my fault.
Meg! Look, I know this is a confusing time for you, and I'm sorry that your dad isn't here to make everything better or to say the right thing, but he and I love you with all of our hearts. You know that, right? And I, for one, want to change a thing about you. You're going to grow up to be an extraordinary woman, Meg Murray. Meg Parsec?
Nobody calls me that anymore.
How did it go, that little routine you and your father used to have?
I don't remember.
I think I'll talk to Mrs. Wetsit about you, Meg.
Who's Mrs. Whatsit?
Just someone I met the other day.
Her name is Mrs. Whatsit?
Yeah, you know that old Chingwood house in the back of the woods?
Well, nice are my glory, don't you know? But I got no wicked death draft to go blown off course when I realized I was at little Charles Wallace's house. And I thought I'd pop in and rest for a bit before proceeding.
How did you know this was Charles Wallace's house?
Oh, by the smell, of course. My, but isn't it lovely and warm in here?
Are you hungry? Charles can make you a sandwich.
Oh, passionately fond of Russian caviar. There's some in the cupboard.
No, we're saving that for Mother's birthday. No, you better have a cheese sandwich.
All right. I'll get it. For crying out loud, this crazy lady comes barging in the middle of the night, and everyone acts like there's nothing unusual about it. I bet she's the tramp. I bet she stole those sheets.
Mrs. Wetsit, why'd you steal Mrs. Buckenby's sheets?
I needed them.
Are you all right? The sandwich is intact. But I think I sprained my dignity.
Please get up. You look ridiculous.
That's what comes with sprained dignity. Now, my mood is
principal's office, but Mr. Jenkins wasn't being helpful either. So, what's been troubling you, Meg? Are you happy at home? I know things have been difficult since your father's been gone so long, but you need to learn to move on now.
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
When she got home, Charles Wallace was waiting for her.
Come on, let's go.
Go where? I'm hungry.
Here's a pickle. Come on, we gotta go talk to Mrs. Watson.
Why do we have to go talk to Mrs. Whatsit?
You know why?
No, I don't.
Mother got very upset when Mrs. Watson mentioned test racks last night.
We didn't even talk about it this morning.
Which is why we have to go talk to Mrs. Watson.
Fine, but if she chops me up and bakes me into a pie, you're in big trouble.
She won't. Oh, a sport. We're different from other human beings, you and I.
Different, like better?
We'll see about that.
After the haunted house, you're coming to our house for dinner.
Shouldn't you ask your mom first?
She won't mind.
Or maybe Meg would mind? What?
She's wondering how you knew her name. Meg isn't really like one of us, like you and I. But she's part of this. Come on.
Wait, what am I a part of? Charles Wallace! Oh, Corolla, you're no fun at all!
You stole sheets so you could play ghost?
How else are we supposed to?
Like, your life. You have a great house, a cool kid brother, interesting friends, and a mom who's like gorgeous, brilliant, and a great cook.
I don't feel lucky, so.
You should try my life on first eyes. Don't get me wrong. I love my family, but
But what?
they don't get me. Like your brother said, I'm different. Really different.
Sport?
Anyway, so they don't know how to handle me. So they pretty much just ignore me.
Sounds lonely.
Cue the sad violins.
But you're captain of the basketball team, Mr. Popular.
That's just me to fit in at school. That isn't really me. Hey, that picture of the guy in the hall with the lab coat, that's your father? He looks like Charlie, only bigger.
Yeah.
So, what happened to him anyway? People say he ran off. Or
People
something.
lie.
Sorry.
He didn't run off.
Actually.
Yeah, well, I'm not normal. I wish I could be normal. I hate the way I am.
Well, I don't. You have nice eyes without the glasses.
I'm blind as a bat.
Dreamboat eyes. My dad told me.
My! But isn't the moon lovely this evening? Romantic pickle. The moon is a hunk of dead rock made out of silicone, iron, magnesium. It's made of moonlight and magic. All they need to know.
Now time for bickering.
It's Mrs. Witch!
Forgive me if I do not materialize. I find it tiring. We have much to do.
Wait, that's Mrs. Witch? That little twinkle of light?
Yes. Now, children, do not be frightened. I
There's
assure
no
you.
time for that. What's it? It's now or never.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, make certain your seatbelts are and your seatbelts are.
And then the moon went out.
Out like a light.
And the wind stopped,
Blowing and the leaves stopped.
Clock and ruffling stop.
kicking in the ground.
Fell away, no.
Round no.
Light, no.
Night is come.
Universe cracked open.
Meg fell through the crack.
What's happening?
All alone total.
Darkness, no.
World evolved.
Nothing.
Charles! Calvin!
Couldn't move, couldn't feel.
Nothing to feel with, nothing to.
Feel.
I've lost my body. I'm
A little drop of nothing in.
an ocean of nothingness. I'm in some kind of horrible nightmare. I want to wake up now. Please, let me wake up. Help me! here because we must show you what you will be up against, what you will face.
Yes. You must show them.
You mean, now I should change now.
Please do. The costume's ridiculous.
Yes. You must transform.
Oh, okay. Now, don't be frightened, but in order to complete our purpose,
And then Mrs. What's body began to shimmer, to quiver, to unfold, as her clothes faded to white, and she changed before their eyes.
Mrs. Watson.
Mrs. Watson?
And then a pair of enormous wings began to unfold from her shoulders. Wings that seemed to be made of
Rainbows.
Light shining on water.
Stardust. Mrs. Watson, you are
Awesome.
Now, take them up.
onto my back, children.
Wait!
Here's mine. Take these.
What kind of flower is this?
Look how Libra spirit is.
She took off.
I don't believe this.
Where are you taking us?
And up they went, higher and higher, until the fields were far below, and the trees had become dots.
Hold on tight. Don't slip.
We're already in the clouds!
Are we going to the top of the mountain, Mrs. Watson?
Yes, child.
But where is the top? It just keeps going up and up.
And the air's getting thinner. It's getting really hard to breathe.
Use your flowers. Breathe through them. They'll provide you oxygen.
The breathing flower. It's true.
You see that rock of Shep? We're nearly there. That rock of Shep. Just below the summit. That's where I'll land. You'll feel a bump. Hold still.
Mrs. Watson, why have you brought us?
Like a
Great stone.
fist.
I can't do this. It's killing me. And then
Meg, are you okay? You don't look well.
I can't. Where?
It's supposed to be camera shots, but from right here, it looks a lot like
Home.
the sky looks like by accident.
No. Look down there.
Those houses, they all look exactly the same, but nothing has any color.
It feels wrong.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Charlie boy.
That city. Do you think that's where Dad is?
Let's go.
Wait!
Mrs. Watson, I thought that you said that.
that should be alone. Yes. I should have come. And I can't stay. But I can't let you go without a gift.
Mrs. Watson, you look scared.
I fear for you. I cannot help you, but I can give you a charm to carry in your heart. Calvin, you have the great ability to communicate with all kinds of people. To you, I strengthen that gift. Charles Wallace, you are so unchildlike in so many ways. But the most important way, you're still a child. Hold tightly to that innocence.
Do you have a gift for me, Mrs. Watson?
And men, with a fierce heart, to you I give your faults.
My faults? I've been trying to get rid of my faults my whole life.
Nevertheless, you're finding very useful antidotes.
But what faults? And how am I supposed to? And Mrs. Watson, I'm really scared.
Only a fool wouldn't be afraid. Now, I must go or be
Wait!
Mrs. Who?
deal is on cameras on.
1 second. Okay, let's go.
As they got close,
It isn't just all the houses are alike. Every single yard has exactly one kid in it. And they all look exactly the same. They're all dressed like an adult, bouncing the same red rubber ball.
And look, they're all bouncing in the exact same rhythm. Up, down, like a machine.
then all the doors of all the houses opened, and out came women, like a row of paper dolls. Children stopped their activities, turned, and then went inside. The doors closing behind them.
You guys, this is creepy now. Maybe we should
No. We keep going.
just... No, I'm serious. Let's just head back.
We can't go back.
Hey, look at that.
You mean that boy? The one who's bouncing without any rhythm?
And look at his mom. It's like a mouse trying to be noticed by a cat.
Here. It? And that's why we're here. So, we demand that you point the way to Central Intelligence, or we'll have to red mark you.
It's there. In the center of the city, the tallest building. Goodbye.
1 times 6 is 6.
Daddy!
Times 7.
Daddy, are you here?
1. Interesting.
Please, we're just here for our father. Just give him to us and we'll leave you alone.
Why do you want him?
Because he's our father.
He's a man who abandons his family to go on a wild adventure.
Shut up. Just tell us where he is.
Patience, young lady. There is an order. How things are done here.
Too much order if you ask me.
I do not. We have established that you are merely along for the ride, so keep your mouth shut.
Ow! What are you doing to him? Charles!
May I ask why you did that?
There's something not right about you. It's like something is speaking through you, something powerful.
Yes. And would you like to meet that power that speaks through me?
Maybe.
Charles Wallace, don't do it.
Look into
Remember
my
what
eyes.
Mrs. Wentz said.
Look into my eyes.
You'll tell us.
Find it.
You'll tell us where Father is.
Yes, that is a promise.
Charlie, let me do it. I'm older and I'm stronger.
No. Only the boy's brain is complex enough. If you were to try your brain, it would be destroyed.
And his won't?
Probably not.
But it might? Then he can't do it.
I have to figure out what he is. I'll hold back, keep part of myself out.
You won't be able to. He's too strong. Calvin.
I'm sorry, Meg. I don't know any way else to get what we came here for.
All right.
It's okay. We'll be here with him.
What are you doing to him? I don't believe that! Mrs. Watson! Mrs. Watson!
Me, go!
Calvin!
You two have to stop fighting and just relax.
What about our father? You promised you'd take us to him!
Not possible.
But you said
It's not possible for me to leave here. The boy will escort you once your brutish friend releases him.
Without another word, the boy who used to be Charles Wallace walked away.
So the George, David, John, August, Emily.
Why do you
Thomas-
keep saying those names?
They're the names of my brothers and sisters. If we get home in one piece, I'm gonna hug every single one of them like you wouldn't believe. Except George. He might smother me.
Calvin, do you remember how Mrs. Watson said your gift was communication? And she strengthened it?
Yeah?
Do you think maybe you can use that gift to get past whatever's controlling him and talk to the real Charles Wallace?
I'll give it a try. Hey, Charlie boy. You must be pretty excited to see your father.
It means nothing to me now that I have it.
It? Again? Who is this it?
You are not ready for it.
So how do we be ready?
Really want to know?
Sure. Do the creepy thing with your eyes and you'll see I mean it. Charles, Wallace, we need your help. Meg and I, we can't do it alone. We need your help. Can you help me? Can you help your sister? Can you help Meg, Charles, Wallace?
I should have known. Why do you continue to resist what we have to offer?
Who's we?
We are Camazons. A perfect world. All are the same and all are happy because it takes care of us.
Listen, Charlie, doesn't it get kind of boring living in a world where everyone is the same?
It's better this way. Differences cause problems. Don't you know that, dear sister?
No.
Sure you do. I hate the way that I am. I wish I was normal.
That doesn't mean I want to be exactly the same as everybody else.
Why do you think your planet has wars? Why do you think everybody's confused and unhappy? Because no one trusts anybody who's different from themselves. We have arrived. We will continue our conversation later. Wait here.
Calvin, it's a trick. They're gonna keep us prisoner in here.
Take it easy, Meg.
No, we're supposed to stay with Charles Wallace. This is hopeless. You were right. We should just turn back when we had the chance.
You don't give up that easy.
No, I'm tired and I'm hungry and I want to go home.
Look at me. We can do this. Okay?
Charles Wallace, what are you? Dad! Why isn't he answering me?
Perhaps he's not happy to see you.
I don't think he can see you, Meg. He isn't responding at all.
2 points for the captain of the basketball team. That is a black cell. We can see him, but he can't see anything.
Charles Wallace, let him out of there.
He's pathetic, isn't he?
Charles, that's our father.
So what? Take my advice. Forget him. Forget him just like how he's forgotten us. Forget him and turn yourself over to it.
Calvin,
I'm sorry, Meg. I don't know what to do. Like, don't, please.
glasses, Mrs. Who's glasses. She said to use them as a last resort, and I think this is it.
Give me those spectacles.
Dad?
Meg?
Daddy?
Oh, good Lord, Meg!
I can't believe we found you.
What are you doing here? Where's your mother?
She isn't here.
You're alone?
No, Charles Wallace is here too, but it has him. It's all my fault, Dad.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? Where is Charles? That can't be Charles.
No, it's Calvin.
It is a pleasure to meet you, sir. Meg is on
Hi,
my
Pop. We don't like it.
Charles Wallace, don't you remember me? I know you were young when I left, but
We must go see it now. It is not pleased.
Charles Wallace!
He isn't really Charles right now, Dad. It has taken over his mind.
Come. It does not have to be kept waiting.
We can't go to it. Meg won't be able to handle that.
She should have thought of that before she decided to defy it.
Charles Wallace, I am your father, and you will do as I say.
You are just a weak little nothing. I answer to it now.
Daddy, if it has him, then maybe we should go to it and try to convince it to let him go.
No, you can't reason with it, Meg.
But this is awful. I thought when we found you, you're supposed to do something.
Oh, stop it. It isn't though. You don't have much of a choice. Come.
Credit you get for keeping Meg safe, but I'm grateful.
Actually, Meg takes care of herself pretty well.
I'm sure that she does. You both need to understand something. It is a monster.
Have you seen it, sir?
Yes, yes, I have.
We arrived.
Look. What is that? Oh my God. It is a brain. It is a huge, horrible brain.
That is so disgusting.
It welcomes the Murray, the Meg, the Calvin.
Give us back my brother, you creep!
We're here for Charles Wallace.
That one is with it.
Yeah, well, that one belongs to us.
To be with that one, you must be with it.
That's not going to happen. Meg, Calvin, don't get in. Let them go, you monster.
Meg, look, this is what it said. Use your faults.
But what faults? I get angry, I don't like to be bossed around, so leave me alone, you big bully, or I'll take that big lump of brain pudding and stomp it to a pulp. It works. It let go of me for a second.
It isn't used to being resisted.
If you destroy it, you destroy all who are part of it. Come into it. Be with it. Be with it. Be with it. Be with it.
Daddy,
Be with it.
I can't fight
Be
this
with it. Be with it.
Meg, I'm gonna go
Be
see
with
you
it.
taking it away.
Be
No,
with it.
No,
Get ready.
only take my hands now.
Then bone breaking.
Agony sobbing into nothing.
into starlight, into timeless, into blackness, hopeless
Meg!
shatter, twisted,
Nothing
Oh,
icy.
nothing black,
Nothing deathly.
Meg!
Nothing all.
nothing, oh!
Meg? Meg?
Calvin?
Mr. Murray, where's my dad?
I don't know what Moss told you to do, Walt. Meg! Meg!
Where did you take us?
I don't know. I was flying by. I had to get us away from it.
Well, maybe it got her. Did you ever possibly think that that could have...
No. I'm sure that I had both. There!
She's as cold as ice.
I don't think she's breathing.
No, that can't... We have to do something. We have to help her.
Here, help me get her into the light. Keep her head still. Meg, can you hear me? I think I feel a pulse. It's very faint and quiet, but...
Come on, Meg. Meg!
Charles Wallace,
Meg, stay still. You've taken a horrible beating.
where is Charles Wallace?
He's still with it.
Your dad Tessa is here, but Meg, we don't...
No, go back!
We can't, Meg.
Your dad took us to the black thing and almost killed you.
You left Charles behind!
I'm sorry, Meg, but I couldn't risk losing.
Mr. Murray, you got company.
What is that?
I don't know, but it's big. Really big.
Make it go away.
Hi. How's it going?
Who are you?
Go away! Just leave us alone!
I will communicate with the young one. Why are you here?
We were on Camazotz and we, tested her through space-time. Hey, yeah, my friend here, this girl, she's hurt really badly.
This will ease your pain. Your Earth is a dark planet.
Well, darkish. The black things there, we're fighting it.
Camazotz is dark.
Yeah, no kidding. We were exactly the application to do anything.
What are you doing?
Taking the child.
No, please, put her down!
She is in mortal danger. If we do not help her, she will die. You must trust me.
No, don't let her take me away from you, Calvin!
Can you save her?
I believe so. The dark essence burns inside her soul. I'm must help her.
With no strength left to her to fight, Meg leaned her head into the creature's chest. She hadn't been held like this, and she was very small. It felt safe. And from deep within the creature, she heard a soft, rumbling purring that turned into some sort of beautiful, like music, like a lullaby. Her mother's lullaby. Meg slept for a long, long time, with a strange creature by her side, caring for her and helping her to heal, until she was out of danger.
Thank you for taking care of Meg, but we have to get back to Kamazov, back to my boy.
Can you help us?
We know of tessering, as you call it.
And what should I call you?
In your sleep you called me mother,
I did.
but that name belongs to another. You may call me Aunt to the word that I felt in your mind when you first saw me. Beast. I shall be Aunt Beast.
Thank you for taking care of me, Aunt Beast. How long was I asleep?
3 days?
What?
That's
No, we have to go back to get Charles.
what we were talking about when we woke up.
Yeah, Aunt Beast doesn't think it's a good idea. We don't have a way back anyway.
Aunt Beast, you have to help us. Please.
Child, I will try. My role too is in battle with the dark essence, what you call the black thing. Your father must be an extraordinary man to have gotten you away from Camazons.
But he left Charles Wallace behind.
I understand that the child is special, very important, but to go back to the darkness through Camazons is too dangerous.
I'm sorry, Meg, but I couldn't risk losing.
What is wrong with you? You left us behind before, and now you're gonna leave Charles behind forever? Do you even care about him at all?
Child,
I'm sorry, Meg.
she is distraught. She was almost taken by the black thing. I may have restored her body, but her spirit may take longer to heal.
And now it's my turn.
Is she strong enough to go back through the darkness?
If I escort her, she will be. I think.
You think? The black thing almost killed her before. She can't go through it again. And anyway, how do we know you're not working with it?
Daddy, no.
Meg, I understand your father is frightened and suspicious. But Mr. Murray, you must allow your daughter accepting the privilege of this thing. We all must admit the danger will be fatal, but we all must have faith that it won't be.
Dad, Mom is always pushing me out in the world to do things. She would want me to do this. You know she would. Just tell her. Never mind. I'll tell her myself.
Meg, I may have already lost Charles. I can't lose you too.
If we do nothing, we'll both lose everything that matters anyway.
It is time. Say your farewell.
At least.
Take care, little one.
Thank you for saving my life, Calvin. Megaparsec, an astronomical unit of measure equaling 3.26 million light years.
Which is how far I go to be with you.
Will you be going with me?
Only through the dark. Then you will be on your own. But my love goes with you. Remember that, all right?
Okay.
Margaret Murray, you have something it does not have. It will be your only weapon, but you must find it within yourself.
I'll try.
And so, chromosomes. Meg was surprised to find herself already inside the Central Intelligence Building in one of its many corridors.
She took a moment to orient herself.
Okay, let's go.
Then began walking.
Putting one foot in front of the other.
Not thinking.
Not planning.
Just walking.
Until she found herself at the Omnivator.
The door's already open. Does it know I'm here? Does it want me to come? Okay. Here I come.
As Meg got closer and closer to it, she thought,
What do I have that it doesn't have? Daddy said it isn't used to being resisted, and I'm stubborn. I resist all the time. Is that what I have? My stubbornness? That can't be it, can it?
And then the Omnivator came to a sudden stop, and the wall opened before her.
and she immediately felt
The pulsating light,
the throbbing noise.
the horrible beating power of
It!
I have to resist. I have to resist its rhythm. I have to fight.
But she felt as though she was already inside it, swallowed up by its power.
What do I have that it doesn't have? What do I have that it doesn't have? What do I have that it doesn't have?
Hi. We've been waiting for you.
Charles Wallace?
We knew you'd come down. We made you some cocoa.
What are you talking about?
What's it delivered you to us, you know? She is our friend.
That's a lie! Mrs. Watson told me! Wait! I felt it let go of me again. Is it because I got mad? Is that what I have that it doesn't have? My anger, my emotions?
Nonsense. Have nothing that it doesn't have.
Shut up, you little gargoyle! You're not my little brother! You're just a little inkling! And I hate you! And I hate that monster that you call master! Ah! No! No, hate won't work! No, you know all about hate! Don't you, you little black-hearted heap of run! No! Let me go!
It welcomes.
We got you, sister. Sister and me. And it's sister.
I can't do it!
Meg must be with it. Be with it. Be with it.
Be it! Be it! Be it! Stop! Stop! You're lying! You're a liar!
It does not lie. It is the truth.
And that's the biggest lie of all. You're lying about this place, and you're lying about what you are. And you're lying about Mrs. Whatsit. Mrs. Whatsit would never have anything to do with you.
Mrs. Whatsit hates the Meg Murray.
What did you say?
She hates you!
No.
And suddenly Meg felt it.
Mrs. Whatsit loves me. She told me so just before I came back here.
The burst of light filling her heart.
She told me to never forget it.
And she knew.
That's what I have that it doesn't have.
What?
Miss Watsit's love.
And her father's.
And her mother's.
And Calvin's.
And on beasts.
And Charles Wallace. I have my love for him, for you, Charles.
What?
Little brother, come back to me. Come away from it. Come back, come home. Charles Wallace, I love you.
Stop.
I love you, you weird little perfect little boy. I love you. I love you, Charles Wallace. I love you, 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 I love you.
Meg!
I love you, I love you, I love you.
A whirl of raging shadow.
An icy cold blast.
An angry, hate-filled howl.
No! And then the empty.
Finds herself in her mother's vegetable garden, with Calvin running at them saying,
You did it, Meg. You brought him home.
and her mother walking through the kitchen door with a puzzled look on her face.
Meg, what are you? Is that? Oh my lord, Kate!
Her mother and father, each other's arms, all of them on the ground, laughing, crying, and meant was flooded with new feelings of joy and love.
Hush.
What is it?
You hear something, Meg?
It was a glorious starstruck night.
Listen.
And on this night, 3 stars shone brighter than all the